Number 9, 59.61 grams of glucose combust with 9.87 grams of O2. First step, we need to get balanced. So we have glucose, which is C6H12O6, plus oxygen, which forms CO2 and H2O. We have 6 carbons on this side, so we need 6 on this side. We have 12 hydrogens on this side, so we need 12 on this side. And we have 18 oxygen on this side, and we have 6 here, 2 here, so we need to turn this one into 12 oxygen. So what type of reaction is this? It's a combustion. Next up, we need to find our limiting reagent. So to start, we take 59.61 grams of C6H12O6 times divided by the molar mass of this number, which is 180.16 per 1 mole, times by our molar ratio, which is 6 to 1, because we're trying to find H2O. So this gets us the number 1.99. Next up, to finding the limiting reagent, we take 9.87 grams of O2 times 1 mole of O2 per 32 grams O2 times our molar ratio, which is 6 to 6, which is 0.31 moles of H2O, which means that this would be our limiting reagent because it's a lower number. So 9.87 grams of O2 is the limiting reagent. Next, we need to find the amount of water produced. So we use our limiting reagent calculation, which got us to 0.31 moles of H2O. 0.31 moles H2O times by the molar mass of H2O, which is 18.02 per 1 mole. And that number equals 5.56 grams H2O. So this is the amount of water produced. Next up is finding the grams of excess reactant, which would be, in this case, our glucose. We start with 9.87 grams of O2 times by 1 mole of O2 per 32 grams O2 times the molar ratio between oxygen, which is, or between glucose 1 to oxygen 6. And then we times that by the molar mass of glucose, which is 180.16 per 1 mole of glucose. After solving this out, the number we get is 9.26 grams of glucose. To find the excess, we take our original amount, which is 59.61 grams of glucose, minus the number we found, 9.26 grams glucose to get our excess reagent, which is 50.35 extra grams of glucose. The last step is finding our percent yield. So, going back, our theoretical yield of H2O was 5.56 grams. The experimental yield given to us of H2O was 3.31 grams. So, to find the percent yield, we need to do 5.56 divided by 12.31, which gets us roughly 0.45 times 100, which is 45% yield.